Hello and welcome to Story Time. I, of course, am Miss Hannah, and our theme for this time around, our big word is veterinarian. Do you know what veterinarian means? Can you think about it for a minute? Put your thinking cap on. Some of you may have heard this word before. A veterinarian is a doctor for animals. Now, there are lots of kinds of animals, but we're going to talk more about your pets because veterinarian usually takes care of your pets. Now, some people have doggies and some people have kitties, but there are some other pets that people don't talk about as much, like a fish. Do any of you have fish for pets? Some of you do? Please tell me the name of your fish. Oh, those are some great names for fish. All right, so I've got a book here called A Fish Out of Water, and it's by Helen Palmer. Would you like to read it with me? Let's do it. This is a funny book. This little fish, I said to Mr. Carp, I want him, I like him, and he likes me. I will call him Otto. Very well, said Mr. Carp. Now I will teach you how to feed him. And Mr. Carp told me, when you feed your fish, never feed him a lot. So much, just that much, and no more. No more than a spot, or something will happen. You never know what. Then I took Otto home, and I gave him some food. I did not give him much, just one little spot. But he does not make Otto happy. He wanted more food. He had to have more. Poor Otto, he just had to have more. I knew what Mr. Carpet told me. Never feed him a lot, no more than a spot, or something will happen. You never know what. But I gave Otto all the food in the box. Look at that. Then something did happen. My little Otto began to grow. I saw him grow and grow and grow. Soon he was too big for his little fish bowl. There was just one thing to do. I put Otto in the flower bowl. There, Otto, I said, this will hold you. But no, the flower bowl did not hold him. Otto went right on growing. This was not funny at all. His tail was growing right out of the top. I grabbed the flower bowl. I ran with it. Otto, I said, I know where I'll put you. I put him in a big pot, but Otto was not all right. I saw him grow more. Very soon he was too big for the pot. So fast. I put him in pot after pot. Poor Otto was growing so fast. My poor little fish. Why did I have to feed him so much? Otto, I said, stop growing, please. But Otto could not stop growing. He was growing all the time. Very soon, I ran out of pots. Let's count the pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pots he's already gone through. Otto had to have water. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I grabbed him by the tail. I ran with him up to the tub. The tub is big. The tub can hold lots of water. At last. There, Otto, I said, this tub holds my father. This tub holds my mother. So it will hold you. The tub did not hold him at all. He went right on going. Oh, Otto, I said, what can I do now? Where can I take him now? Then, crash! The door went down. Crash! Otto went down too. And I went down too. What a ride! Down went the water into the cellar. And Otto went down too. I had to do something fast. I grabbed the phone. I called the policeman. Help, help, I said. I fed my fish too much. Mr. Carp told me not to, but I did. What, said the policeman? Mr. Carp told you not to, but you did? Too bad. I will come at once. Here comes the policeman. The policeman came. Then my fish went that way. I said, he's down in the cellar. The policeman ran down with me. What a fish! He's much too big to keep in the cellar. We will have to get him out. We had to work and work to get Otto out. Poor Otto. Why did I feed him so much? Mr. Carp told me something would happen, and it did. It did! Now we had Otto out of the cellar, but Otto had no water. No water at all. Do fish need water? They do. A fish has to have water, I said to the policeman. We must get him water. Get help. Call for help on the radio. Call on the radio right there. See? He's got a radio. The policeman called on the radio. He called for the fireman. Help, help, he said. A boy has fed his fish too much. A boy has fed his fish too much. We will come at once. Here come the fire department. The firemen came. They helped Otto get up. But where can we take them? Uptown? Downtown? To the pool, said the fireman. To the pool, I yelled. And please hurry. Here they go into the pool. They did hurry. The fire truck with Otto came right to the pool. The firemen yelled, Everyone out of the pool! This fish is going in! Look how big Otto is. Down the pool went Otto, into the pool with a big, big splash. Now I was happy. Now at last my Otto had water, lots of water. The big pool was just a thing. The big pool would hold him. But Otto went right on growing. No one wanted Otto in the pool. They did not like Otto at all. You take that fish out of here, they yelled. Poor Otto. There was one thing to do. I did it. I ran to the phone. I called Mr. Carp. Please, please help me, I said. I fed Otto too much. Oh, dear, said Mr. Carp. So you fed him too much. I knew you would. I always say don't, but little boys always do. Yes, I will come. Silly. Then Mr. Carp came. He had a black box in one hand, and I had lots of little things too. What are you going to do, Mr. Carp? I asked him, and Mr. Carp said nothing. He went right to the pool. He took his big black box with him, and all the other things too. Splash! Mr. Carp jumped into the pool. See him in the pool? And there's so big Otto. Splash! Otto went down too. Now all I could see was his tail. I could not see Mr. Carp at all. What was going on down there? What were they going to do in the water? Now I could see nothing. No Otto, no Mr. Carp, nothing at all. Would I see my Otto again? Would I see Mr. Carp again? Mr. Carp, I yelled. What are you doing? Are you all right? Then up jumped Mr. Carp. There he is, right there. You see him? In his hand, he had a little fish bowl, and in the bowl was my Otto. Mr. Carp made him little again. Don't ask me how I did it, but here's your fish. And from now on, said Mr. Carp, please, please don't feed him too much. Just this much and no more. Now, that's what I always do. Now I feed Otto so much and no more, or something may happen. And I know what. The end. Would you like your fish to grow that big? Is that so silly? Would you like to do a song with me? Let's do it. All right, this is a very famous and old song about a fish, and it's kind of silly. It goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. And you go, why did you let him go? And you go, because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on the right. Would you like to try it again with me? Count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on the right. Let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger. So, which finger did he bite? This little finger on the right. Very good. Let's go read one more quick story. Are you ready to read another story with me? This is called Click, Clack, Splish, Splash. And it's by Doreen Cronin. It's really short. I think you'll like it. It's a counting book, so I need your help. 1 farmer sleeping. 2 feet creeping. 3 buckets piled up. 4 chickens standing by. 5 cows type a note. 6 goats load the boat. 7 pigs lead the way. 8 sheep decide to stay. 9 mice leave a note on the door. Gone fishing. All the animals go to the shore. 10 buckets lined up in a row. 10 fish ready to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops, one last page. 1 sleepy farmer rubs his eyes and wakes up to a fishy surprise. What were all those fish? His goldfish. Is that so silly? And look, there's ducks swimming with the fish in the pond. That's so silly. Let's do our big word real quick, and I've got a special craft to show you. Our big word for this month is veterinarian, and it means a doctor for pets. Since we're being fish this time, you want to be fish with me? All right, so we're going to do it 3 times, because that's how many times it takes to get in our brains. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Veterinarian, a doctor for pets. You're so good at that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Veterinarian, a doctor for pets. Let's do doctor for animals this time, because that needs to be bigger, right? 1, 2, 3. Veterinarian, a doctor for animals. I'm going to swim this time. Fish swim. Swim, 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 swim. I know, Miss Hannah's so silly. All right, let's see what our craft is. A fun craft for you to do is to make your own fish. I've got one here, one of my kids made. Another one here, another one of my kids made. And they're very easy. Parents, this is really easy to do. You just cut a paper plate, you cut a slice out of it, and it becomes the tail. So have fun, make yourself some fishies that can swim, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.